happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys could probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, guys, you're definitely gonna want to see this one. As we got that Fox News 5 host Jessica Tarlov back at it again. She's showing off her severe Trump derangement syndrome and working very hard on her exit ticket from the show in this newest update, guys. I'm excited to get into it. So we're not straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Very big. Beautiful wall. Will you be shocked and awed, Jessica, on day one? When he's a dictator on day one?
No. Well, he said that's only in certain areas, right?
He said it's only the first day.
Here we go.
Only first day, and then everything's going to be fantastic. I'm excited for inauguration. This is my first one that I'm going down to cover. Yeah. So
we'll just cover it in a fair and balanced manner.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, one on four is usually not balanced, so I'll make sure to try to do that. It is interesting, though, to see there's a little bit of a relaxation, let's say, on some of the promises that they made during the campaign. Like J.D. Vance now will try to stabilize prices. You saw that article that Tom Homan is privately signaling to GOPers that they might not be able to have that big, bold, beautiful deportation force like they promised. So we'll...
Oh my, the guy hasn't even been sworn in yet, and they're already criticizing what he can and cannot get done based off what he's promised on the campaign trail. I mean, let this guy at least serve a week before you start saying he's not going to be able to fulfill his promises. Like, what? She makes no sense.
That they might not be able to have that big, bold, beautiful deportation force like they promised. So we'll see what actually happens.
Well, if anybody needs a volunteer, Greg can be an ICE agent. Yep. And he'll get your ass out of the country fast. Judge Chadeen?
Yeah, I want to be on that team.
Looks like we're all set, Jessica.
You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited that the president coming in recognizes that the first order of government is the protection of its people. And he's going to do that by closing the border. He's going to do that by making sure that, illegals who were committing crimes are deported, and they will be deported. I don't care how big it is or how they're going to be deported. And that we start making changes in statutes across this country as it relates to crime and criminals being out on without bail. School gender policies. I'm looking forward to those changes. I'm looking forward to changes in vaccine mandates. Many of us are sorry that we took the vaccine from the pandemic that was forced on us if we wanted to come back to work. So there's going to be a lot of executive orders, 100 on next Monday, compared to 4 in 2017 when he became president. So it's all good. I'm excited.
Yeah, they're definitely ready this time.
I've got to say, guys, I'm with Judge Janine on this one. I'm very excited to see with Trump, despite what Jessica Tarlov is talking about. I'm excited to see what Trump's ad man can truly get done. It's going to be a full 360 as far as what we've seen with Biden and Kamala Harris last 4 years versus Donald Trump and a very America First administration, guys. It's going to be night and day.
Time for sure. Dana, where do you think in the first couple weeks are the people going to feel the biggest impact of Trump back in the White House?
I think a little bit will be psychological, right? Especially on the energy side of things, like signals, like the energy permitting is going to get better. We've got this underhand. We're talking to the governors. I think that there will be a lot of the signals that can happen. I don't exactly know all the specifics of how immediate change can happen, but just all.
Immediate change. We've already seen it. It's going to be night and day as far as transparency. That's one of the big ones. One of the big ones for a lot of folks across the nation. Things aren't going to be just swept underneath the rug or withheld from the American folks. We're going to be able to see it's going to be night and day as far as what we've seen with the past administration versus the incoming administration. We're going to be knowing exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
And I don't exactly know all the specifics of how immediate change can happen, but just all of those signals. For example, Biden did that. When you cancel the Keystone Pipeline, that's a signal. Yeah. And so everybody knows that. So that can change. I do think that the vice president-elect, J.D. Vance, is smart to try to lay some groundwork about the dumpster fire that they are inheriting. Part of it is on prices and inflation. You already see this back and forth with the Fed. Things are not great. Okay. And the Biden economy is not considered to be wonderful. In fact, people don't have a lot of confidence, and they'll say, but we have so many jobs. Like, we knocked on so many doors. We have so many jobs. But it's not translating to confidence, and that includes from people who are small business owners, except, again, that signal that the permitting, for example, could get better. But there's something else happening. The Biden administration took some money from the Medicare department to put in for electric vehicle credits. Okay, and then they thought they would be smart and they would deal with it in January. They're not going to be there to deal with it in January. So now this is something that gets put into Trump's lap, and the seniors are expecting big premium increases in prescription drug prices, partly because of all of these things. So these are like little breadcrumbs of trails that you can see that the Trump administration is smart. Lay the groundwork and say, here's the things that we are inheriting, and we are going to fix them, but it's going to take us some time.
I cannot believe he's...
I mean, and honestly, I'm just thinking about it right now. You know, Biden did a great deal of damage, just his little presidency, the 4 years that he served. But think about if he didn't sleep over 20 hours a day and he wasn't on vacation for 2 weeks a month. This guy could have really did some serious damage. We're lucky that we've got the dumpster fire that we're calling now being inherited by Donald Trump.
And say, here's the things that we are inheriting, and we are going to fix them, but it's going to take us some time.
I cannot believe he stole money from our seniors, Greg.
I've been telling you that.
And spent it on this green boondoggle.
Interesting point. I faded out during that part. But anyway, I'm kind of curious about how the Democrats are going to be reacting through this. You know, Trump may be the best thing ever for Democrats who want to seek to fix their party, and not for the reasons that the media think, that he's going to be a great adversary. No, he's going to be an ally. See, in a way, you'll get this, Jessica, Trump is like Moses. Parting the Red Sea or the Blue Sea so that moderate Democrats can go towards the exits and find the middle ground of common sense. Please clip that. That's why I'm kind of excited when I see people like Fetterman and Stephen A. Smith and Zuckerberg. They're kind of like going like, oh, man, you know what? Now I can say this stuff. Let's get rid of the tampons, you know? and it's like, you know what? Maybe a guy can't be a girl. Everybody's doing that. You know what Ducey asked Trump? You know, have you changed or have they changed? He was talking about the Democrats. Yeah. And Trump said quite diplomatically and in a humble way, we both changed. That was kind of him saying, you know what? Let's play ball. He's suggesting and striving for a middle ground by essentially saying, look, I know behind closed doors, you hate that you wasted all that time on trans hysteria and climate hysteria and identity politics. I know that. But we share a common ground on illegal immigration and crime in the economy. And now, when we're looking at the fires, it's a necessity of competence. So why don't we get together? We could see over the next year or so a different Democratic Party. If a Democratic Party were a high school right now, there'd be no math department, no English department, no history department, no economics department, just one big giant drama department, teaching people that the only thing that matters is who you are. If they replace that with, like, what can you do? That would be huge. Yeah. And I think that's what you need.
Like shop.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Greg Gutfeld laying it all out there for us there at the end. Honestly, love his ability to just simply summarize things. I think he's one of the best when it comes to that category where he's saying these folks on the left are like one big old drama high school. That's the only thing they come for. And, you know, I don't think they're going to be able to move past that in the next 4 years. We're seeing that is really what was the big deciding point of this election. You know, folks that weren't willing to come towards reality, folks that want to sit and say that, you know, identity politics that mattered way more than people's positions, their actual agenda. Folks were like, I'm sick and tired of this whole identity politics narrative. We're going to get rid of it, go with a guy who's out here with a common sense campaign. He hears our frustration, he hears the nation's outcries, and he's here to serve for the people, guys. I don't see them growing up, maturing, and actually doing any looking in the mirror, any self-reflecting in the next 4 years. We can see that just based off the latest on a set of ABCs The View, guys. But definitely hop in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy my content like this, catch you guys on the next one.